Hey! Welcome back to our channel. 夏です。
ありです。
はい。皆さんいつもランカル英会話の YouTube を見てくださってありがとうございます。ということでね、今日はちょっといつもと違った動画になるんですけど、私とアリでチャンネルを一緒にやり始めてからもう何年経つんだろう、結構ね経ってると5年ぐらいかな、思うんですけど、いつも私たちはそのランカルっていうコンセプト、ラングエッジとカルチャーの、面白さとか楽しさとかちょっとした日常に広がるなんか魔法のようなもの、ちょっと楽しかったりワクワクしたりっていうものを私たちの動画で届けられるようにっていうコンセプトをもとにいつも、コンテンツを作って皆さんにお届けしています。で、これからね、もっともっといろんな挑戦をしていきたいんですけど、もっといろんな種類のコンテンツを作ったりとか、やっぱりいろんな発見を皆さんにしてもらいたいなっていうことで、実は新メンバーを今回は紹介したいなと思っています。私たちのチャンネルは私とアリの他に、例えばフランス出身のルイズもいつも出てくれてますし、アメリカのねアントとかも出てくれてると思いますが、今回ね新メンバーを迎えていますので、皆さんにぜひ、新メンバーのことをよく知ってもらいたいなと思っているので、今日はちょっと4人で、なんかカジュアルに、
そうだね、超カジュアル。
talk about them or like we also can get to know them more ということで、早速お迎えしたいと思います。はい、お願いします。
ガイス、お願い。どうぞ
いらっしゃいませ。メーガンとヘンドリックです。皆さんぜひお名前を覚えてください。
I mean, you guys probably saw them already in some of the videos.
そうなんかね、実はね、もうYouTube の動画もそうですし、他の Instagram とか TikTok の方にも出てくれてますし、あとはランカル英会話ではセッションもやってくれているので、
そうだよね。
皆さんもしかしたら一緒に英語を話されている方もいるかもしれませんが、
はい。The most popular ones too. Damn. I feel honored.
I'm Megan, and I'm from the U.S.And I've been in Japan for almost 3 years now. So.
そうなんだ。コロナの後 After COVID, you came って感じ
Like, still when tourists weren't allowed in the country.
So
not 2020, but like end of 2021.
Okay.
なるほどね。
Yes, and I went to university here, and
now you're working, And what about the other guy next to you?
Oh, this guy? My name is Hendrik. I'm from the Philippines. I've stayed in Japan for, I think, since 2020, so almost 5 years now. Yeah, I think I'm at 4.5 currently. I mean, I moved here because my family's in Japan. And I was just like, during COVID, I was like, oh, it'd be easier if, we were all closer together. Next thing I know, I've been here for 4.5 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, time flies in Japan, right?
Yeah, it's.
そっか。
なんかそうだよ。I think generally if you go abroad, maybe for you not to too でしょ？
確かにね。
When you went to America.
そう。なんかさ、we always say, I might go there just for 1 year.
Right.
And then it happens to be like 5+ years.
That's true.
every year, maybe a little longer.
そう。じゃあ、メーガン。So you're from America. Which part in the States you're from?
So maybe people might not know, but I'm from Oklahoma.
Okay.
It's near Texas, and a lot of members have told me that they know Oklahoma from the Oklahoma Mixer.
What is the Oklahoma Mixer?
You don't know?
No idea.
Many members tell me, like, there's some dance that they did in school using a song called Oklahoma Mixer, and it's like a traditional dance.
Eh?
Yeah. Although to me, that song, it's not from Oklahoma. It's just an American song.
Oh my god.
I don't know why.
で、ヘンドリックはフィリピンの
マニラです。
マニラですね。
マニラね。
Yeah, I'm a city boy.
じゃあマニラと東京で。
Yeah.
シティじゃん。
It's not so different, honestly. It's just less traffic. So it's very familiar to me in terms of the environment. So it's not so like out of the way. It's busy. A lot of people speak English in Manila as well. So a lot of people in Tokyo do speak English as well. So it's not so, how do you say this? Not so much of a hard adjustment.
I never been to the Philippines. I've been to America, but I've also never been to Oklahoma actually.
Many people have.
Many people have. When I met someone from the Philippines actually talking about Manila
Yeah.
and talking about, they actually compared Manila to Greece.
Greece?
Yeah. My friend who is Filipino lived in Greece for a while.
Okay.
And he said there's so many things that overlap actually.
Really?
Yeah, in terms of like the way that people behave, the way that people talk to each other. It's not like the culture, the country in itself, but more like some things that are similar in culture.
Like people personalities.
Maybe personalities and stuff like that. So I find it really interesting. So he called like Greece the Philippines of
Europe.
Europe. Yeah. It's pretty interesting actually. Yeah.
I need to visit Greece then. That
Yeah,
sounds
man.
so interesting.
You gotta come over.
Yeah. I mean, do they have traffic too?
A lot.
次はその2人のバックグラウンドを知りたいなと思ってて、なんか日本に来る前ってどんなことしてたのかなとか、なんでそもそも日本に来たのかなとか、どんなバックグラウンドがありますか？
So of course, COVID happened.
Yeah.
So before that, actually, I was modeling, and I was modeling in China.
No
Oh,
way.
Yes.
China.
Interesting.
In China, in Beijing, and actually, I came back to the States and in the airport received a notification from the CDC saying, "Oh, new virus in China." So,
Oh my
and I was very
God.
sick at the time too, so I was like, oh no. Oh no. Yeah, but so I was modeling then, and I planned to model in other areas, some in Japan, New York, Milan, like many places, but then COVID shut everything down. So I couldn't do that. So I decided to like continue on my university education, and my parents told me, if you can find a school that costs the same as local tuition in Oklahoma, you can go. So I was like, okay, that means no universities in the US because out-of-state tuition.
Right.
So I got into 2 universities, one in Japan and one in the Netherlands.
Oh.
And I decided, let's go to Japan. So I came to Japan.
Why Japan?
Yeah, why Japan?
Netherlands?
My main reason was I didn't know anything about the Dutch language.
Right.
And I studied Mandarin in high school. So I knew obviously like kanji like is different in Japanese like versus Chinese.
Right.
But I felt like, oh, at least I know some background.
You were like familiar with the characters?
Like Asian culture.
Exactly,
also too, right?
exactly. So, and I came to Japan, and now I'm here.
Now you're here.
Yes.
Is it
I
any-
love Japan.
What do you think? Is it any similar to China?
The culture is very different.
So- It's a very different thing.
Yeah. I love both, but
Yeah. No, I mean, for many people, or for me at least, in my generation, like East Asia, like Korea, China, Japan, what's the difference? And then I came to Japan and I was like, Japan is Japan.
yeah,
Japan is
very
Japan.
distinct.
Yeah.
Because I was in Korea before that.
Oh, okay.
And there, it's a gap.
Yeah.
So you do model now too in Japan?
Actually, I haven't done it in Japan. So I was, I keep getting scouted on the street though.
You should!
You
Yes,
should,
like,
man.
every day, someone new person comes up to me and is like, "Do you want to be a model for this thing?" And I'm like, "Who are you?" So yeah, but no, I would like to, but maybe just as a like pastime because for me, like I'm more into the creative side of things now. So I don't want to be, I want to be behind the camera and doing some work. So yeah.
Oh, your own camera.
You're doing
I can talk about many things.
Right.
Modeling, I know speaking.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I think you're the tallest
Yeah,
of us.
by far.
By far.
How tall are you?
I'm 178 centimeters.
178。なんかね、結構ランカルってみんなちっちゃいよね。
と思うよ。
いや、本当に。
と思うよ。
Everyone thinks Ant is really tall because like he eats crazy.
Yeah, that's
She
true.
just works out a lot.
So,
Yeah. The one
actually-
Kosova video too.
So-
Yeah. You might be surprised if you see Ant on the
So.
street. Shout out Ant.
だからメーガンかな一番。
一番よ。
Yeah.
一番 ever と思う。
Ever.
Ever.
そう
It's definitely sometimes difficult being in Japan, being this tall.
Mm. Do you hit your head like?
In traditional houses, I always hit my head.
Oh, we got the tall person.
My background before I came to Japan, interestingly enough, I am very involved with Japanese culture already. It's because my grandparents are Japanese. So I'm not
Elaborate.
elaborate. Okay, like I'm not really Japanese by blood. I'm like a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
But my mom is adopted by a Japanese family.
Mm-hmm.
So that means in the house, I grew up like speaking like 3 languages.
Wow.
And my brain can't decide to like talk to which one because like I speak Japanese in my brain with my grandparents. Added with Filipino because my parents only speak Filipino most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And English because I grew up in an international school with my brother. So it's
すごい
like,
God.
yeah.
でもそしたらカルチャーもじゃない
Yeah, it's super mixed.
モーティカルチャーみたいな
Yeah.
Exactly. I had a bit of an identity crisis actually because I was like, am I Japanese?
Growing up は確かに
Yeah,
ちょっと
right.
大変そう
Am I Filipino? And I also like, I'm so into like American culture. So I'm like, am I American mostly?
He acts so American.
Mm.
Yeah, a lot of people think I'm from California, but I'm just like, no, I'm Filipino.
Yeah.
But how do you feel now? Like
I think like I don't want to put myself into a label.
Mm.
I'm just like, I'm myself.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. I'm a mix of everything of whatever happened to me. And that's kind of what I identify as now instead of being Japanese, Filipino, or
Right.
American.
You're Hendrik.
You're
Hendrik.
Yippee!
Yeah, that's a very interesting. I mean, I grew up Greek in Germany, which is.
Oh, really?
I mean, just 2 cultures,
Mhm.
but I always had an identity crisis.
True.
You know, I never knew, am I German or am I Greek? I always felt more Greek, but then when I go to Greece, people thought that I'm more German.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then here in Japan, most people just like, I just say I'm from Germany because
Mm.
more people know Germany than if I say like my family is actually from Greece. Now I'm Ari.
Yeah, now you're Ari.
Now you're Ari.
I think you've
I'm
always
Ari.
been.
So I understand.
Yeah, I think that's a common, like, how do you say this, experience for most multicultural people.
Mm.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
right.
most people in LanCul, I think.
Yeah.
Because like I had that too. I'm
That's
full
so
Japanese.
true.
I was born
Mhm.
and raised in Japan, but I lived in the States for 5 years, and when I
Mhm.
came back, I was like, I
Mm.
feel like I don't belong here, or like,
Yeah,
you know.
right.
And so many people have this experience in LanCul. That's why we kind of like get along.
That's why we connect.
well
Yeah, that's
together.
true.
Like we have kind of like a similar and same experience.
Yeah,
I
man,
guess.
very good point.
Yeah.
And then you came to Japan during COVID, you said?
Yeah, during COVID. So I was in university actually when COVID happened. And I was just like thinking, oh, it's a 1-month vacation, you know, it's gonna be like a short time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be short, quick, and I could do classes online. That's awesome.
Mm.
Might as well do them in Japan because my family's here. And I was like, oh, I've been here for 4 years. Like time skips so fast, and I was just like,
So it was 1 month,
yeah,
and then it's 4 years.
yeah. I planned to stay here for a month,
That's crazy.
and then it was just like, I guess I live here now.
Yeah.
It wasn't that much of a hard adjustment, really, but you know, it was just like, wow, everyone speaks Japanese around me now.
Man.
確かにヘンドリックはでも日本語全然ね。
Yeah.
ちょっとだけね、適当に喋れる。
ランカルの、
Yeah.
ソーシャルメディアのメンバー、ルイズとヘンドリックが一番
うん
日本語は話せるのかな。
そう思う
そうでもないと思うんだけど。
話せてるじゃん。
これ今なんか
これも超日本人。そうでもないと思うんだけどねってね。
But one of the hobbies that I used to do growing up, actually, most of the time since high school, since you have modeling, I actually did photography.
Oh!
Yeah.
We should work together.
Collabo.
I'll hold the light.
And I hold the mic.
Yeah!
I used to do like the school newspaper.
Mm.
Yeah, so I used to be the photographer for the school newspaper. And ever since then, photography, media, I do a lot of voice work as well. I just love media in general. Creating videos, this is so much fun. And I'm so glad to be in LanCul social media because this is great. I'm having a great time.
よかった。
I'm a big creative too. I also have another interesting background
Mhm.
about me. In the 3 years that I worked in Japan, I was working as a daycare teacher.
Ah.
保育士働いて
ちっちゃい子の
そう。
絶対大変 because like they're little
Yeah.
ones, but also like responsibility とかさ。
そうだよ。The amount of diapers I had to change.
That's crazy.
Do you have anything you like to do? Like anything you're into?
Apart from shooting videos for LanCul, obviously.
Actually, I like styling.
Styling?
Clothing styling.
Oh.
So
I can tell. I mean,
Yeah.
I really say like, let me see your nails,
Oh.
please.
そ one.
Oh my god.
Can you show them in the camera?
Yeah,
actually?
it's like a
This
whipped
is like
cream
the-
and strawberry.
Yeah.
and-
Strawberry matcha latte was the inspiration of these.
That's
so cute.
I've never
That's
done
insane.
that.
Yeah.
I go with like, can you do brown? Just one color.
Brown.
Yeah, I really like styling. I want to do some photo shoots, but mostly I just do assistant work sometimes. Help styling for like commercials and things like that.
Mhm.
Wow.
I'm still learning.
Yeah.
Where do you shop in Japan?
Everywhere. Everywhere. I'm a shopaholic. No, but I love thrifting, and like this was thrifted. Yeah, anywhere I find something interesting and unique,
Yeah,
You
she's
cop
definitely
it.
one of the most like stylish people in my
Mm.
group.
most
I
of
mean,
the time.
or like wearing simple t-shirts.
That's true,
Next to
right?
her.
I'm Uniqlo from top to bottom.
Listen, Uniqlo's great.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uniqlo's
Uniqlo,
great.
GU.
Yeah.
I love
Oh, GU
Shimamura.
today.
Shima?
Listen,
I love Shimamura.
it's cheap and it's nice.
Most of the time, I actually just work out.
Workout?
Yeah. I go to the gym like 5 times a week.
Oh,
Man, I
that's
see
a
his
lot.
stories. Okay, I'm just crazy. His stories like 12 a.m. Like pull-ups at the pull-up. That was the last story.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
last
12 a.m. bro, go to sleep.
So it's like your routine now.
Yeah, it's routine.
You can't miss the
It's the same as eating breakfast. I can't not go to the
すごいよね。なん
gym.
かさ、to get there めっちゃ大変じゃない
Yeah.
なんかさ、once it became routine, I think it's easier.
Mhm.
Because you miss it and you feel like,なんか, I need to move. Like,
Yeah.
To get there.
And honestly, like I go to the gym so much, even the staff talk to me, they're like, "Oh, how are you doing today?" Like some people also greet me, they're like, "Oh, you're here today as well." You know, like how
That's
you doing?
nice.
Yeah.
It's
It's because I'm always there. They're like, "Oh, it's this guy again."
Ah.
And also like other than the gym, like I also play a lot of video games. Yeah, video games, one of my biggest passions. I used to do also like esports commentary
Which is crazy.
as a freelance.
Which is crazy. When I've heard that for the first time, I don't know if you guys know, I love video games as well. That was something that we connect quite quick actually. I
Yeah,
think.
it was in my first interview to LanCul actually.
You said it in my interviews.
Well, he said like I do commentary, and I was like, for what? It's like, oh, do you know Apex Legends? It's
Yeah.
like Apex Legends. It's 3,000 hours of my life is Apex Legends.
I did a lot of that on my freelance time.
Yeah.
I actually did parts, same kind of like with modeling and stuff. I worked with like some international like agencies
Oh.
to do some work. You don't know my name, but I used to work a little bit on the ALGS front for the East Asia. On
That's amazing.
international competitions for Apex Legends.
That's so
Wow.
So yeah.
ランカルはでもゲーマー多い。
It's true.
I'm not speaking just social media people, but
Right.
ランコン英会話。
Right,
That's
right,
true,
right,
It's
right.
either gamer or dancer.
True.
There's a lot of dancers as well.
I am a
True.
dancer.
Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to be
didn't know that.
ballet dancer.
Oh.
That's why I was in America.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Right.
The dancer gamer to LanCul pipeline.
Video
なんで
man.
だろうね。
わかんない。
多分ね、I think I know actually.
Oh.
多分パッショネイの人がいるんだよ。
そうね、that's true.
ゲーマーとかダンサーとかさ、まあ also model makeup artist like Louise とか、
Yeah, yeah.
ね、フォトグラファーとか
Right.
さ、なんかこのパッションの人が多いよ
Yeah,
ね。
there's a lot of people with passion. That is
Mm.
very true. That is very, very true.
A lot of hobbies tend to like be more international, so like people want to speak English a lot more.
Yeah.
Interested in
Yeah.
English.
はい、ということで今日は新メンバーのメーガンとヘンドリックの、自己紹介をちょっとしてもらいましたが、まあ、これからね、今まで結構こう私とアリとかね、見てくださること多かったと思うんですけど、もちろんアリとメーガンなのか私とヘンドリックなのか、まあ、いろんなね、組み合わせでたくさん動画を出せるといいなと思っていますし、まあ私とアリにない魅力だったりとか、私とアリとまた違ったバックグラウンドの2人がね来てくれているので、もっともっといろんなコンテンツを届けられるようになったらいいなと思ってますので、お楽しみにしててください。
お願いします。
じゃあなんかお二人から意気込みというか、
Yeah.
メッセージをお願いし
Any
ます。
message?
I hope to get to know everyone better here. I want to have a good time, and please accept me. Please. I'm trying my hardest. Okay. Thank you.
Please accept
accept. Yeah.
It's like they're judging みたいな。
Yeah. Everyone, like the whole LanCul subscribers, like, nice. Yeah.
大丈夫ですよ。皆さん優しいですから、ランカルのフォロワーさんは。
そうだよ
So
ね。
nice, so nice.
I mean, I would just love to experience more things with LanCul, and I want to share those experiences with everybody. And of course, you know, I may have backgrounds with Japan and all that, but I feel like I don't know a lot. And I feel like LanCul and the social media team will introduce a lot more to me. And I'm ready to share my thoughts and experiences to you guys. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
Nice.
This is way better than mine.
Yeah, this is better than mine too. Alright guys, that's it with the introduction of our new members right here. I hope you guys enjoyed and you know a little bit more of who they are and who we are actually too. Don't forget, you can meet them in person. You can talk to them, okay? There's a link in the description down below. It's a free trial. Just click on it, try it. You know, it doesn't cost anything. Just try it out. Do the YouTube ritual. Like, subscribe, ring the bell button, leave a comment, and see you guys on the next one. Bye! It was actually last Friday where I was at home with my girlfriend and I was like, I really don't want to go. It's 11 now.
You have to.
But I have to. And she was actually the one who's like, no, it's okay, just don't go.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, just chill. But in my head,
You're like,
it was like, I have to go. It's